Hey, what's up, wealth builders?
We're back again. This is stop number 3. Okay. Sorry, I just cut him in.
He did. Like we said, we're gonna come back every time we stop. And like Vonnie said, we're at stop number 3. So we wanted to come in and answer another question for you guys. So we're gonna jump right into it.
Okay, so this is our question of the hour. They said they're trying to break in. That's the title of it. Said, I have about $2,000 in cash to play with. Own my house with about $60,000 in equity. What should I do to start?
So, very good question. This is another question from a Reddit member. And I'm going to start off by saying this, right? So, they said that they had about $2,000 in cash to play with, and that they own their home, and that they have about $60,000 in equity. Now, first off, congratulations on owning your home and having that equity available should you need to use it. However, I'm going to assume that you're talking about wholesaling because this is a wholesaling group that you posted this in. And if you're just looking to wholesale, I would keep that on the back burner as a just in case emergency situation, because with wholesaling, you don't need to use that equity. To be honest with you, $2,000 is more than enough to get started. That's more than what most people have when they get started. That's more than I think we had allotted to wholesaling when we got started. So with $2,000, you can do a lot. You can pull a list. You can start pulling a list today. Go over to our YouTube, KV Wealth Builders on YouTube, and make sure to check out our video. I have some videos on there where I go over how to pick a market, right? So if you don't know anything about picking a market and that's what's holding you up, then go over there, because once you determine what market you want to be in, you really only need a couple of $100s to pull a fantastic list of buyers and sellers, and start reaching out to them. So, but you really don't need any cash to get started if it comes down to it, because you can do this with almost no money out of your pocket.
Yep, and I really would say not only go to our YouTube channel. I'm not sure where you're going to be seeing this, but also make sure that you go on to kvwealthbuilders.com, as well as joining KB Wealth Builders group on Facebook. Okay, that's going to be highly important, because then you can communicate with us. You can communicate with the other people in the group. Not only get great ideas, but you can see what everybody else is doing and possibly joint venture with somebody, where if you find the deal, they find the buyer or whatnot. So it's a great place to go. The website has the free contracts and tons of other information that's on there, and that we are constantly adding new things to the website. So if that is something that you are definitely interested in, definitely go visit us there. Like Ken said, I think I applaud you for having that house paid off and having your equity, but I definitely agree with Ken on just, you don't need it. The $2,000, you can really do a lot with it, and really multiply that $2,000 into something big. I wouldn't go using my equity to start off with.
Not with wholesaling.
Not with wholesaling, because you don't really need to. I mean, you don't need any money, but having some money does make it a lot better.
Now, if you go into talking about some other means of real estate investing, fix and flips, or hoteling, or subject twos, and all of those different things, then your $60K could be of benefit. But that's not what we're talking about in this video.
We're talking about wholesaling.
So if it's wholesaling, leave your 60. Take a couple of $100 out of that $2,000. Go get yourself prop screen. We can get you 7 days free. Again, go watch our YouTube videos where we talk. I physically go over in my program how I go and find properties, and you can use that to definitely start narrowing down what location you want to be in. I believe I read on the second part of your question that I didn't that we didn't read off, that you saw some bank-owned properties in your area, and you were asking whether or not you should reach out to the bank on those. Now, that is something that you can do, but in the beginning,
no.
Skip the bank-owned properties, because you're going to have to negotiate with the bank on that. They're going to want their money out of that. What you want to do is you want to try to find distressed property owners. Again, go and watch our video where we talk about that, but you want to find people who are in a need to sell their home, private owners, ideally, and you want to work on those type of strategies to get started. Bank-owned properties can be lucrative, but they require a lot more work, and they are typically not fast deals.
No, they're called short sales, but they take a long time. So that's not something that you, as a new investor, that I would just jump right into. But if you're talking about just regular wholesaling, I definitely think that's a great option. It's an option that doesn't take a lot of money. It takes some grit and time, but it's definitely doable. So definitely leave the bank-owned properties alone.
Yep.
And get you a list.
Yep.
Skip trace that list.
Yep.
Go ahead and call or text or just email, whatever way that you want us to go ahead and start your marketing. Figure out what type of marketing that you want to go ahead and do. There's tons of it. Again, we go over a lot of different things.
Yep. And join a group so we can talk about it. Maybe we can help you narrow that down.
Yeah, maybe we can have a one-on-one conversation. So definitely join our group and go ahead and get started. We have a ton of information on there, and we would love to get to know you and meet you and see what you guys need help with.
Yep. So we are going to get back on the road because we still have 5 hours until we get to Kansas City where we're stopping for the night.
Yep.
So we're going to get back on this road because I know we're going to have to stop again in
about an hour.
So peace out, and let's build some generational wealth, y'all.
All right, KB Wealth Builders.